Hello, everyone. We are Team I.O.Board. This is Harrison, and I'm joined by Chloe and Josh. And we're working together with the SisterHermana Foundation. The SisterHermana Foundation promotes cancer awareness and prevention in high-risk communities by contacting people in person and collecting information from them. The purpose of our product is to help ease this process by allowing them to have collections of data and the ability to view and analyze that data and measure the impact of their efforts to be able to share with potential funders and expand their reach. Our product will be split into two platforms, the volunteer platform, which volunteers for SisterHermana will use, and the administrators, which they'll be able to have both capabilities. The key requirements for our application is volunteers and administrators having two separate accounts with different capabilities, the data entry forms so that we can collect data from clients, generation of reports from a Canvas or event, notification system to remind clients and spread awareness, and management of surveys to be able to change what type of data is collected.
Right, and next up are the software development processes, and we use the Agile Scrum methodology, and our requirements were organized as user stories in a product backlog, and then we organize those tasks into monthly sprints. And we use the Rational Unified Process methodology, and we initially completed the inception phase of that, and we've also completed the elaboration phase and construction phase. And we recently finished the product testing, and we're currently in the final stages of the deployment phase. And this is the ER diagram that our system uses. So you can see all the different tables and their relationships there. And the different technologies, platforms, and frameworks that we used. The application was made in Visual Studio using ASP.NET Core 3.1 with the Model View Controller framework. And we are using Azure services and a SQL Server to host the system. And we use Jira for product and sprint backlogs. And we use Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and Discord for communication within the team and with our client and mentors.
Now we'll go into the product demonstration. This is the landing page for our website. And here you can see that you can sign on if you're not already logged in. And we do have two different types of accounts, as my group mates mentioned. We're going to go ahead and log into this administrator account that we have set up already. And here you can see as an admin, they have access to both volunteer and administrative capabilities. If it were a volunteer account only, they would only be able to visit the volunteer home, as we'll do now. Here as a volunteer, you can fill out new surveys for different clients. Go ahead and see what that looks like. All right, now that we have all the information filled out for our client, we're going to go ahead and hit submit. And here we can go back to the form list and say we ever wanted to fill out another survey form for that existing client, or we want to sign the pledge or consent, we can search for their name here. And here we can go ahead and sign the pledge and add the date, as well as signing a consent form here. And it looks the same. And so now we also have a functionality for an accident report. So if anything were to happen during an event or anything like that, a volunteer could report that incident here and it would be viewable by the administrator. So we'll go ahead and give an example here as well. So now that we have all the information filled out, we can go ahead and submit that. And so that's about it for the volunteer capabilities. And as administrators, we can go here and we can edit any sort of questions that are on any of the forms. You can edit, delete, and view the details, as well as make them active or inactive. And that goes for all of the different forms that we have. The administrators can also view any client information. So here we just have a couple examples in here. We just filled out this one today, so you can see all the details and their question responses, as well as export these details if we'd like to do that. And here you could also export all clients in the database and their details. We also have an email notification system. So here the administrator can create new reminders and go ahead and send them to people who have subscribed via the forms or all volunteers of the system. We also have an impact page so that the administrator can view any sort of data from certain dates. And here you can see we only submitted one form today. So we have one submission, and you can see counts for certain question responses. And you can also export those impact results. And here you can manage the accounts of the system. So here you have all users of the system. And here you are able to manage the roles and who is within those roles. So if someone were to create a new account, they wouldn't have access to anything yet. An administrator would have to come in here and go ahead and add that new account to the role. All right, and you can do the same for administrator. And then last but not least, we have the accident reports. So today we just filled out this accident, and you can see the details of the accident and print the report if you would like to do that. And we also have some managing accounts, you know, the regular email password data management. And that is about it for our demonstration today. Right. In conclusion, the SisterHermana Foundation can now store data digitally and track the impact of their work. And this way they can ultimately reach more at-risk neighborhoods and get more funding for what they do. They have a notification system as well, and digitizing the forms for the initial collection of data makes tracking much more efficient. As a team, we've learned how to work together and be more efficient, as well as practice professional communication with the clients and the mentors, and of course, learned a lot about web development through all of this process. With that, I want to say thank you for watching our video, and we want to give a special thank you as well to our mentors throughout this experience. James and Bryant from Future 23 have been a great help for our project, and we're very grateful for that. Thank you for watching.